It's a pleasure having you again. Bonjour à tous and welcome. Aujourd'hui, I'm going to just teach you how to make your questions as simple as you can. Now, in English, we already know the what, why, which, where, when, and how. Yes, what, why, which, where, why, and how. French necessarily does not have to use that format. Okay, there are so many times we ask a question and we don't use what. Sometimes we come in with what. Sometimes we ask questions and we don't need to really state it that, okay, this is a question, but in our intonation, you can tell this is a question here. Je m'appelle Timothée. Tu es? It's a question. I am Timothy. You are? I did not ask you, what do you call yourself? J'habite ici. I live here. Tu habites où? Now the who comes in. Where do you live? I can ask you a simple question. Comment tu t'appelles? What do you call yourself? Now I use the term what. I use what. I can change it. Comment t'appelles-tu? What do you still call yourself? The same goes for the formal context. Comment vous vous appelez? What do you call yourself in the respect format? I can still rephrase it. Comment vous appelez-vous? What do you call yourself? It is still in the context of what. But I can change it and not ask you what. I can ask it. Vous êtes Pierre? I've asked you a question. Are you Peter? And in that context, a French person knows that you are respectfully asking their name without asking what is your name. The same goes. I can say, Je suis Nigérian. I can ask you if I am a Nigerian. Je suis Nigérian. Try to get the context of my intonation. My intonation is saying, Je suis Nigérian. That's where the question steps in. Am I a Nigerian? I can ask you by saying it. Je suis Nigérian. Oui, je suis Nigérian. Tu es Béninois. You are from Benin Republic. D'accord. Tu es Béninois. Are you from Benin Republic? I did not ask, are you from? Okay, but I've asked it in that sentence by stating it to you in my intonation, asking you back if you're from there. These are simple ways too we can make questions. Now the renowned Est-ce that we all know. Est-ce que, is it that? Is another way to ask a question. Est-ce que tu parles français? Est-ce que is it that you speak French? I can ask you that way. Est-ce que tu parles français? Is it that you speak French? Est-ce que tu comprends l'allemand? Do you understand Dutch? Do you understand German? Est-ce que tu parles italien? I can ask you, do you speak Italian? Est-ce que tu es au Nigeria? Are you in Nigeria? Est-ce que tu habites à côté de l'église? Do you live close to the church? I can ask you, est-ce que is it that? I did not say what, I did not say where, I did not say why. I'm just asking, is it that you? Question has been made. Try to get the context, follow the structure and the format, and you will not have a struggle whatsoever it is in your speaking. There are many ways to do this without having a struggle. Okay, I can easily ask a question without necessarily coming out to ask you why. Okay, why is pourquoi? Very good. The next question, pourquoi? The almighty pourquoi. Anyone doesn't take can ask him, pourquoi? Pourquoi tu es en retard? Why are you here late? Pourquoi tu n'as pas mangé? Why haven't you eaten? Pourquoi? Pourquoi is another way to ask a question of why. Okay, we might need to follow that structure for this context of why. But some other times, I might not ask you a question and expect me to hear pourquoi. I can ask a question and not need pourquoi. Okay? I can ask it in another way. There are many ways, by the way. One doesn't come to mind right now, but know that there are many ways to ask a very simple question. Quand, when? Quand tu arrives? When you are coming back. I can say, when are you coming back? Tu arrives quand? When are you coming back? Quand is the word to ask when. It's a question of time. Arrives-tu quand? À quelle heure? At what time are you coming home? Vous arrivez à quelle heure? D'accord? That's another way to ask. Quand? Quand simply means when. Où? Where? Où est-ce que vous allez? Where are you going to? Vous allez où? Tu vas où? Where are you going to? On va, on va à l'école. We are going to the school. It's going to the school. On va. Nous allons à l'école. Nous allons au parc. We're going to the school. We're going to the zoo. You can just use any context in form of questions. You can say, okay, allons-y au parc. Are you going to the park? Are you going to the zoo? Allons-y au marché. Are you going to the market? Are we going to the market? Ils ont à l'église. Are they going to the church? Ils vont à l'église. Est-ce qu'ils vont? Is it that they are going to the market? The structure is a little bit tactical, but if you understand it, you might not be looking out for where we have the what or why or when or who or where. Try to be considerate of the ending intonation. The intonation at the end gives more light into what is being asked as questions. I've shown that before now. Don't rush into the speaking. Try to understand it. Take your time to build your question in your head and then try to make practice with your words. French comes easy with practice. You have to make a conscious speaking. Make it a conscious. There must be continual practice of muttering the words. You have to speak. You have to confess some of the words deliberately, okay? You have to intentionally speak and then hear yourself. From time to time, speak it, say it, and it will come out. So, but right quickly, I want to just give you another more, throw more light. If it has to do with asking uh, what or which, there are times it becomes a bit complex. What or which? Que fais-tu? What are you doing? Is direct question. Que fais-tu? What are you doing? Okay? Que fais-tu? What are you doing? Now I can change it. Tu fais quoi? I've changed the same what are you doing. Tu fais quoi? It is still the same thing as que fais-tu, but I'm asking it in another way because I want to try and get it conveniently for me in the conversation I'm asking you a question for. Que fais-tu? What are you doing? Tu fais quoi? What are you doing? So, but if you're looking out for only one of it, you might not get it. There is a question of what inside of que fais-tu. There's a question of what inside tu fais quoi. But if you understand these two, you'll be having a good time because you're not taking unaware. You understand in the context that someone wants to know what I'm doing. Okay, the same with other contexts. There are a variety of ways to ask questions, but it will be nice that you understand how the requirement is. The requirement is that sometimes your intonation emphasizes the meaning of the question itself. So listening carefully and then trying to know where the question lies is very important. It's key, actually. Okay. Another example. Tu aimes danser? I did not ask you whether will you dance. I didn't say will. I didn't even say what. I didn't say who. I did not say why. I just said, do you like dancing? I've not used the WH, the five W's and one H. No, I did not use that. But I've still communicated by asking, tu fais la danse? Tu aimes danser? Est-ce que tu aimes danser? Est-ce que now is it that you like to dance? I've made it easy to ask the question. Est-ce que tu aimes danser? Is it that you love to dance? Simple. Oui, j'aime danser. Yes, I love to dance. Est-ce que tu aimes parler? Oui, j'aime parler. Is it that you love to talk? Yes, I love to talk. D'accord? It's simple. I'll still give you more examples. J'aime regarder. Est-ce que tu aimes regarder? You can put that as simple. Is it that you love to watch? Oui, j'aime regarder les films. J'aime regarder du sport. J'aime regarder, euh, j'aime regarder des nouvelles. I love to watch news. J'aime écouter. I love to listen to the radio. J'aime écouter de la radio. J'aime écouter la radio. I love to listen to the radio. J'aime visiter mes amis. I love to visit my friends. All these are simple ways that you love to do things. You can still translate them back to questions. Est-ce que tu, when it's now someone in informal context, est-ce que tu aimes parler français? Est-ce que il aime danser? Est-ce qu'elle aime nettoyer? Est-ce que vous aimez regarder la télévision? Est-ce que nous faisons du sport? Est-ce qu'ils font de la natation? Est-ce qu'elle fait la lessive? These are simple ways of asking a question. Is it that you like what you're doing? Is it that she likes what she's doing? Is it that he likes watching? Is it that we love to go out and play football and watch football? Is it that we love to do something? In each of the contexts, we're asking a question without necessarily bringing in what, which, where, why, when, how. It's very simple. It's as easy as just listening carefully and trying to follow it in context. Be deliberate about it. Be deliberate. Be deliberate. Be intentional. Try to get the point and say it with the understanding that in this context, this is what I'm trying to talk about. And you'll be making fun. You'll be having fun, while speaking your French. And that's how it starts. It's very easy. So, like I said before now, you must not necessarily look out for can. You cannot just wait until you hear who before you know I'm asking where do you live. No, I might use who else to a bit, fine. But I can alter it. Okay, in French, it is allowed to restructure it for your convenience. That is one striking point you must take home. In French, it is allowed for you to rearrange the structure to suit what your intention is while speaking. The person listening must also understand in their convenience how you have said it, but their point is not missing in it. I can ask you, est-ce que tu habites à côté de l'école? Is it that you live close to the school? It's a question. Is it that you live close to the school? I can ask you, tu habites à côté de l'école? Without using is it, I've still asked the same question. Do you live close to the school? Is it that you live close to the school or do you live close to the school? It's the same question in context. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm asking about where you reside and is it close to a school? That's the first point to take home now. So understand it with an open mind that you can keep an open conversation on how questions are asked and still be in context with what your answers should be about. Now, one last thing, I like also to help you know how to refuse or negate a question. If a question is asked you, do you love to eat rice? Tu aimes manger du riz? Do you love to eat rice? I can ask you, est-ce que tu aimes manger du riz? Is it that you love to eat rice? It's the same question. Tu aimes manger du riz? Do you love to eat rice? Est-ce que tu aimes manger du riz? Is it that you love to eat rice? And I want to say no, I don't like eating rice. I love eating beans. It can go in that way. I love eating spaghetti. I love eating noodles. I don't like eating rice now. The negating part is non. Je n'aime pas manger des spaghetti. Je n'aime pas manger des spaghetti. There's something happening there. It's not stable. If I give you the idea now to shake your mind. Anyway, it's simple. Anyway, I think you understand this better. Je n'aime pas manger des spaghetti. Je n'aime pas. That's the negative part of saying I don't like eating. Je n'aime pas parler. I don't like speaking. Je n'aime pas discuter avec toi. I don't like talking with you. Je n'aime pas regarder la film. I do not like watching films. Je n'aime pas visiter le parc. I don't like going to the zoo. Je n'aime pas. Je n'aime pas. I do not have the like. That's what it says. I not like have. Yes, that's what French says. I not have. That's it. I do not like. That's how French restructures it. I have to do a video on this so that you don't get it all mixed up. But keep your guys locked in here. It's Teams language class, and this is meant for you to understand how to ask simple questions. It starts with thinking about the question and following the structure. Your question can still be a sentence. Your intonation will emphasize that this is not a question. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments. I've really been encouraged by all of this, and I want to encourage you to keep practicing until you start speaking the French the way you want to speak it. I'm not going to stop until I get to have you do it. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Let's get your views. Let me hear your input. If there are struggles, wherever it may be, let me get your questions. I want to meet you right there where your situation lies, and I want to understand how to help you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day ahead. Bonjour.